What makes the individual vulnerable to being swept up in a cult? How do followers like Tex Watson and Ron Luff lose their sense of morality while immersed in a cult? Some scientists believe our brains are wired to be susceptible.
Well, first of all, the cult phenomenon is a group phenomenon by which individuals are focused towards a feeling of belongingness and meaningfulness.
Dr. Michael Persinger is a neuroanatomist at Laurentian University in Ontario, Canada. He believes that the human brain has a weakness in the temporal lobe, the region responsible for making decisions. This weakness makes us all vulnerable to the influence of another.
Brain activity, effectively, is a combination of electromagnetic patterns and chemical interactions.
Persinger believes that by sending an electromagnetic field through a subject's temporal lobe, he can create a micro-seizure in the brain. This seizure can recreate the feeling of a religious experience or a feeling of belonging.
We basically imitate what happens within the brain itself during a mystical experience.
As the magnetic field is sent through a participant's brain, Dr. Persinger sees a significant change in brain activity. The subject may experience what can be referred to as a higher state of consciousness.
When you stimulate it excessively, the individuals feel transformed. They feel as if they're a new person, they're born again. They may feel this amount of social cohesion, that they belong to a new group, a new identity.
Results from the study suggest that moments of group conviction and belonging are simply manifestations of an overstimulated temporal lobe, that cult devotion might just be a symptom of micro-seizures in the brain, and that perhaps people with an overactive temporal lobe are more vulnerable to manipulation. But once a cult member feels the euphoria of belonging, how can a cult leader capitalize? How do you convince a rational person to throw away their moral values?